Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Fae D Cay.
Okay, what do Fae D Cay do?
I am a fetish model and I am also the real life elf girl. My ears are 100% real. I have had them for a really long time.
What made you decide to get them?
I wanted them really bad, so I got them. I've always been somebody that lives between fantasy and reality, and it was really fun, getting to dress up as different characters, and then also I get to be an elf every single day. It's a win.
Now, what are people's reaction when they see your elf ears?
I've gotten all positive reactions, even from people that I thought would be less approving of it. So I have never had anybody just not support it. I've had a few people that were like, that's crazy, but for the most part, it's been all positive.
Well, you only know if you're born with it till they ask, so they probably wouldn't say anything.
That's true. I've had people stop me at stores and stuff, and they'll say, hey, your ears, why are your ears like that? Or did you get a surgery? Or were you born with that or whatever? And I'm like, I had a surgery.
One of these days, just for fun, say, you son of a bitch, I was born that way.
Yeah. Oh, I know, right? I should act offended. No, I usually tell them, and then I usually like to tell them that, man, if I was born with it, it'd be so much cheaper than what I had to pay for them.
Was it very expensive or was it regular expensive?
It was a good chunk of change.
How long was it painful to do?
Yes, it was very painful, but it was worth it for me. The recovery process is really long, but after that 1.5 to 2 year mark, it gets much easier, and now I've had them for 13, 14 years, and so I'm used to it. They're pretty much part of my everyday life, so...
Okay, were you always into fantasy?
Yeah, I was always really nerdy. I played card games, and I always watched a lot of cartoons. I used to draw a lot. I used to draw on my sketch pad every day. I had a little mini comic book that I was making for a while, and then I actually went into 2D animation for a couple of years because I thought I would be an animator, and I would just do it for myself. I wasn't going to do it professionally, but I always thought it would be fun to make little quirky animations and stuff back in the day when we were doing flash animations and all that.
Oh, what did you animate? What was?
I would just do things that I thought were really funny. So I had this character that she was trying to be a fairy, but she could never quite get there. She was never, she didn't have the wings. So she would take wings on her back and she would go hang out with the fairies and the wings would fall off or something like that. And so I did a lot of those little, gag, comic strips, and then I was trying to animate them for a while.
Any of them floating out there?
Huh?
Any of them floating out there?
No, and actually, thank goodness, 'cause I think they're pretty cringy looking back on it. But it was a fun time to be able to learn to do those things and to have those skills. Kind of nowadays is it's cool. I think.
Did you ever go to Ren fairs and stuff like that?
I worked Ren Fair before. And I've worked there and I've attended, so I've been on both sides of the Ren Fair.
Okay, who do you usually play at Ren Fair?
I've worked for the pirates and I have worked for the fairies, of course.
Okay.
I started out as a pirate, and I had a lot of fun with that. The guild they had the big stocks where they would flog people, and so my job was to get people interested in coming in and hanging out and getting into the stocks, and then we had somebody that would come in and flog them.
Oh, I bet you got a lot of people wanting to be flogged.
Oh, yes.
Probably.
Yes, it was very busy. It was a very busy encampment.
But you weren't doing the flogging with some guy, wasn't it?
Huh?
Who was doing the flogging?
There was a few people that were kind of in charge of it. I had my own flogger and I was learning, but I never ended up really doing it to most of the customers. It would be my friends or something that I knew pretty well, but I still needed a little bit more practice.
Okay. You ever get into any LARPs or anything like that?
I haven't LARPed. And funny enough, I haven't successfully played D&D, which always comes to a shock to people. But I've always, we always would like get people together for D&D and start it, and then it would never go anywhere. It would be like a one-day thing, and then it would be so hard to get people to come back. So.
Yeah. So on your site, what type of stuff do you do?
On my site, I have a pretty big variety of stuff. So I like to do femdom, of course. Okay. I like to do JOIs. And then I also produce a lot of giantess content. I have some cosplay stuff. Really just whatever little kinky mood I tend to be in. It's on there.
Now, were you always a bit of a femdom when you first started filming?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When I first started, everything was so new, and I was still really exploring myself and, this whole new world of fetish. And so I did do some submissive scenes just to kind of see what both sides were like. And I very quickly realized I'm kind of a brat. Okay. So I instantly locked into and connected with other doms and got to learn from them, and I very much enjoy it.
Okay, what's your style of a dom? You say as a submissive you're a brat, but what's your style as femdom?
My style of I like to do a lot of sensual dom stuff. I can definitely be mean, and I can turn that up pretty good. But I like to do the sensual stuff too. I just, I don't know. It also depends too on my connection with the person that I'm working with, or the mood that I'm in. If I'm in a bad mood, that's, you get the spicier side of me. But sometimes it's just kind of nice to just do a little sensual stuff too. Okay.
Do you dom both men and women?
Yes, I do. I actually have full-time female and male submissives, and I can message them any day or night, and they're ready.
Now, what's a full-time submissive like? Like, how's that relationship work?
So the way that it works is they do have slave tasks, and there is a reward system. There is also a punishment system. I have a punishment wheel, in fact. Should somebody decide to act out of line. Okay. But, it's very fun. There's a lot of goals, I was joking that I should, get the little star stickers.
Little smiley faces and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh yeah. Or even like the stickers, the stickers that say great job, and they're like scratch and sniff.
Yeah. They probably sell them at a t-shirt store somewhere.
Oh sure.
You can hang them up.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Now, is your approach different with women and women's sub and a man's sub?
I like to discuss things beforehand and make sure that everybody is on the same page. So, my current style with my full-time female sub and male sub, they are both a little different, and their interests are a little different. So I do dom them both a little differently. But it really is a case-by-case basis, because I like to make sure that we're all being consensual, we're all within our boundaries, and we're all having a good time.
Okay. So what's your go-to favorite thing to do as a femdom?
My favorite thing to do in what way?
Like when you're doming some person, or when you're hanging out with your sub, what do you like to do to pass the time with them?
Let's see. Recently I just got a tickle kit together.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to see all the various ways that I can tickle torture my sub, and she's so cute. And I have this new kit. I'm actually going to go use it on her later today. So right now it's tickling. I also really love doing spankings. I've done quite a few of them. I have a really good clip out there of she's dressed as Velma and I'm Daphne, and I actually pull my slipper off and I spank her with it, and Fantastic. Good fun times.
So she's Velma, you're Daphne, right?
Yes, I'm almost always Daphne. So
Daphne the top in the situation.
she is. Yep, she is not tied up. She is in full control. She definitely tops Velma.
That's pretty cool. So when you cosplay, what's usually the cosplay they ask for the most?
Daphne. Everybody likes Daphne from Scooby-Doo. You gotta love a redhead. Tiffany is probably my second most requested costume, so I do bring back Tiffany.
Can you do the voice, the Jennifer Tilly's voice?
I try. It's so hard because her voice is up really high, and my natural voice is not very high. So I have to think about like bringing my voice up and then trying to make it raspy. I'm not perfect at it. I'm really not.
She changed over years. It got more raspy as she got older when she's not doing the Family Guy voice. Well, on TV, a little more raspy.
Yeah. Her voice has. I mean, I can imagine trying to do that vocal fry has changed her voice when she does do that character. I can imagine that would have an effect.
What's the most obscure cosplay that people had you done?
Oh my gosh, I did my most obscure. Gosh, I've done a lot of pretty obscure characters. I did this character called Aloe from Interspecies Reviewer.
I never heard of that one.
It's these different characters, and they go into the brothels and they review all of the different monster girls. So there's one episode where they get to the fairies, and the fairies are so tiny they actually measure the dicks of all of the men that come in to make sure that they can actually fuck the fairies. And so the madam that runs that brothel, I got to be that character.
Okay. So not many people could fuck the fairies, I guess.
No, you're not allowed to fuck the fairy if your dick's too big. So. Okay.
What's the biggest they could take? What, like?
Oh, I forget what it was in the episode. But when I did the photo shoot, I made sure that I have my ruler ready. So.
Okay, is that an anime or something?
Huh?
Is that an anime?
It is an anime. It didn't last a lot of seasons. It was fairly popular, but I think it was maybe a little bit controversial, or maybe it wasn't as popular because it's more adult, So
yeah, hentai kind of.
It's not quite hentai. It's more on the ecchi side of things, but it's still pretty porny. It is a manga, and I believe they did finish it. So yeah, that's my obscure character.
Now, as a tough jock myself, I don't know the difference between ecchi and hentai. What's the difference?
So hentai would be like full pornography where they actually show the insertion, and it says like as graphic as they are legally allowed to make it. Ecchi is more lewd. They can't show everything. Sometimes there's metaphors for the actions that they are doing, so they don't show it completely.
So would high school DxD be ecchi?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It shows breasts, but he doesn't really score with the girls.
Yes, it doesn't actually have a big porn scene in it. So yeah, that would be considered more of like the lewd side.
Okay, I see you have the Tiffany outfit on. Are you into horror or anything like that?
I am. I was always a little bit ooky spooky. My favorite horror films were things like Puppet Master.
Oh, that's old school obscure.
I know. It's funny because I still had the dolls for the longest time. I still have them in a box. And so, oh gosh, I love Puppet Master. Chucky, of course. Mm-hmm. And Hellraiser. And I read the comic books for Hellraiser, and I watched all the films, so.
Okay, you see the latest one with Lady Hellraiser? I think Lady Pinhead.
I didn't see that one. That is one that I am saving for October when I go back through and I watch all the Hellraiser movies. And okay. I try to do that one once a year, but I haven't gotten to the latest.
Do they still do Puppet Masters now that there's no direct-to-video or anything like that?
I don't think so. I think that one's over. But they made a ton of those movies. There's a lot of them. And then, of course, there's all the little side projects that they did.
Well, I know there's a video game on Steam where you're fighting each other as different puppets.
And it's Puppet Master?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. I think it's new, and there's a Puppet Master versus Doll Man, if you ever saw that.
Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to check that out.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if it's still around. Watch any modern horror?
Any modern horror? The last one that I watched was Midsummer and Hereditary. I watched at the same time because they're both the same producer.
The A20, right?
Yes. Yeah. Those were brutal.
Yeah, pretty disturbing stuff.
Pretty brutal to say the least. I like to do themed horror too. Like one year for Christmas, all of December, I just found anything that was December themed. So I just found like all the Christmas horror films and I watched those. And
like Silent Night, Deadly Night, that type of stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes, exactly like that. So I watched all of those. They're pretty corny, but they're so much fun.
I think they have a new one coming out.
Really?
Yeah, I think I saw the trailer of it. So are you the type that go big for Halloween?
Yes, I get pretty into it. This year, because I'm traveling so much, I'm actually hoping that I can go see Salem for the first time, or go to Sleepy Hollow, or I don't know. I want to do something spooky. I always do the pumpkin patches and stuff like that, which, is not spooky necessarily, but I try to I get into the holiday. I think it's fun.
Now, what state is the official Sleepy Hollow? Because there's a couple of Sleepy Hollows in different states. I know there's one in New Jersey.
Really? Is there? I've always heard that it's in New York.
Oh, okay.
I've always heard that it's in New York.
See, I thought it was Massachusetts because, all the outfits and stuff from the cartoon. At least that's what I assumed.
Oh, yeah. I've always heard that it was in New York. So I just assumed, I was like, oh, hey, I'll be in New York.
Do you ever go to any haunted houses or anything?
Like actual haunted house or just themed, like the...
Both. Any one of them.
So
I was thinking more theme, but now that you mention it.
Oh, okay, great. So for actual haunted houses, I never had anything notable happen. I would find especially in Vegas, I would try to find places that they would say oh, this place is haunted, this place is haunted. And I'd go check them out and nothing ever happened from that.
You never felt the chill like they do on Ghost Hunters?
Gosh, I wish. That would be cool.
We always feel chill.
Yeah, it always starts with a chill. For themed stuff, I have done themed haunted houses, places. The coolest one is in Vegas. There's a strip club. And it's like a big mansion style thing. Well, the upstairs of it, you have to go up the stairs, but you can bring the strippers with you. You go up the stairs and there's a whole haunted house that you can go through with the strippers.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right? Oh, I used to love it. So
you can jump on them if you're scared or anything.
Yeah, that was me. I'd be there with my high-heeled shoes on and I would just run through it. And it's so funny because I knew all the people running it. I shouldn't have been scared, but it got me.
Now, as a person into costumes, you ever participate as a ghost in a haunted house?
No.
Dressed up?
The only reason why I haven't is because I've had friends that have done it that have gotten hurt. Somebody got scared and reacted and they got smacked in the face or something. Yeah. That always kind of scared me. So I never participated in it. But a lot of my friends did. So
yeah, I know it's I've been to some haunted houses before. I know ladies get very handsy. I guess they could get away with it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
For sure.
They have this haunted circus that comes here every year. Mm-hmm. Where people dress up as monsters and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
You ever been to the Universal one?
No, but I want to so bad because it's got a lot of the classic movie monsters.
Yeah, Didn't they open up another theme park that's just monsters over there?
In Vegas, yeah, they just opened one. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they opened a big, I think it's a theme park, if I remember right.
I know Universal has another theme park in Florida that's just monsters, Frankenstein rides, and werewolves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
go
cool.
there.
Yeah.
So, of some of the scenes you've done, what are some of the wildest ones you got into?
Scenes that I've done. Oh my goodness. I've done a lot. I've turned into a cow with 6 tits. I've turned into a blueberry.
I see blueberry a lot.
Yes, I do a lot of blueberry. Those are so much fun and they're so creative and I really enjoy them. Let's see, what else do I do? For my personal stuff, what's like the wildest? I did a really cool big bad wolf that catches little Red Riding Hood.
So you're the wolf or Red Riding Hood?
Oh yes, I'm the big bad wolf. So I've done stuff like that. I also I have a hot dog fairy.
What's a hot dog fairy?
She's a hot dog fairy. And she does hot dog related things.
Does she like give people free hot dogs or something?
She does weenie roasts, so so I have a clip out there where she does the small penis humiliation, so we call it a weenie roast.
Okay.
She also has a mustard and ketchup weapon shooter. Let's call it a shooter.
Like the Batman villain Condiment King?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna spray you with mustard if you're real bad. I've also poured condiments all over myself with like all the little cheesy lines like make me one with everything. Let's relish the moment.
Okay, that's cute.
And oh my gosh, I've done so much. I've done some really, really cool stuff. Yeah, it's so hard to like pick one thing.
Okay. Where do you usually shoot? You do it at your home or do you do it at like shoot area, some like hotels and stuff?
A little bit of everything. For a while I had a home studio and then I kind of moved a few times. So at this point I love to rent spaces. I have friends that have studios and I love to rent their spaces out. Those are always really great. I don't have to take all my lighting gear, which gets very heavy, especially when you're traveling. Yeah, I just whatever. I also, because I have like access to all of this beautiful nature all of a sudden instead of being in the desert.
Yeah, you're in the woods or something, right?
Yeah. So I like to shoot stuff in the woods now. That's pretty fun. So
okay.
I enjoy it quite a bit.
Does it get pretty secluded out there in the woods or do you have people around you?
It's pretty secluded. One of the areas that, there's a few areas, but one of the ones that I really like to go to, you don't even have cell phone signal. So I'm like in the middle of nowhere. And it's perfect. So I go ahead and I film. I do vlogs and I'll do stuff for TikTok and like whatever.
Go out and feed the deer and birds like Snow White.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Just go be one with nature.
Do you have like a lot of signs to say no trespassers will be shot or anything?
Oh my gosh, no. I'm not that brave. If I saw a sign like that, I probably would avoid it.
Well, I guess your place good if you have your slaves out in the middle of nowhere. You could make a dungeon. I don't know if you have that yet. Like a playroom.
No, not on the farm. But
oh, it's a farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not so much.
I thought it was a wood. So it's a woods and
yeah, it is the woods. It's just.
What do you grow?
So we started a few plants. There's like tomatoes. What else do we have growing right now? I know we have tomatoes. Muffy's working on a fig tree that she's planning to bring my way as soon as.
Muffy's your sub, right?
Muffy is my full-time sub. Yes.
Okay. So you have her out there tending the fields.
Yes, she helps me. She helps me quite a bit because I'm not familiar with any of the stuff. So it really, really helps me out that I can ask her or I can have her come look at my plants or, so it really does help.
Now, does grown food really taste better or is it not that much a difference?
I think it does. I enjoy it. I like the fact that I worked hard and I did something and I see the progress of, what I've done.
How long does you got to protect it from animals and stuff usually?
Yeah, animals can get into stuff. So like sometimes you have to make like a little cage over it to kind of just keep all the animals out.
Okay, so you're very earthy. It's just like a fairy.
Yes. Yeah, I try to be.
How long have you been living there?
Just like a couple of months. I just moved out there, so this is all fairly new. It's a very different experience for sure. I'm learning a lot, and I have to learn it very fast. So, it's kind of like an all hands-on experience.
Now, I'm a bit of a city boy myself. What do you do to pass the time out there?
I also was very much used to the city, so going out and being somewhere where it's really quiet and really empty was kind of it was so, when you live in the city, it's so fast paced, and when you go out into the country, it feels like everything slows down. So I really like to do arts and crafts. I do quite a few of them. So like one day it was raining really hard, and I decided I was going to go paint rocks. So I painted some little rocks, and I put them in my little garden in the front of my house where I have I grow dandelions and stuff. And I did kind of over that season, but yeah, like I made little fruit rocks, and I made like a little fruit garden with the rocks around it.
So you're out there in the woods, you're growing food, you got your own little harem, like an isekai protagonist, basically.
That's funny. Yeah, right?
It's just these superpowers now.
Yeah.
Now, if you had like all the money, you didn't have to worry about any money, what would be your costume you would love to do? You didn't have to worry about time or money.
Oh, whoa. Oh my goodness. If I had all the money and I could just do anything that I wanted for a character. I don't know if I have like a big build in mind. Like, I'm trying to think of stuff. But there are definitely some characters that I would love to have custom made pieces for. Like, I would love to have Stripperella's outfit. Or I would really love to do Poison Ivy from the Batman animated series.
With the plant that she's in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be really cool. Yeah. But like for like a big build, I can't think of anything. I was never like a World of Warcraft kind of person, even though I think those are great. I played a lot of Diablo, but I can't imagine like
it being Lilith or something.
Yeah, those are big costumes.
The biggest costume I always wanted somebody to do was those nuns from Warcraft. No, not Warcraft.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
All right, let me grind down. What are some people you would love to work with that you haven't?
People that I would love to work with. Anybody that's fun. Anybody that is nice. We like that. We like people that are consenting, are very respectful of boundaries and things like that. Specific people that come to mind. Oh my gosh, who would I don't know if I can think of a specific person.
Besides me, of course.
Of course. Well, this has been a long time coming.
Okay.
But I did meet a lot of people recently at a convention, and I actually am making plans. So I'm like, I feel like I've like crossed off the bucket list of like, oh, I get to work with all these people.
Nice. So what are some big stuff people can see you in next that you have coming up?
I did a really cool shoot, and it is out right now, I do believe. And it is partly filmed underwater, which is really cool. But
Nice.
we did a bondage shoot that was very fun.
Bondage underwater?
Yeah. So
were you tied up or the person tied
I
up?
was tied up for that one. We had a very menacing character.
Was it with James Cameron?
No, wouldn't that be funny? No, he comes. He's a masked character, and he actually kidnaps me and Amethyst Mars, and he ties us up, and it's very cool. That came out. I was hyped. Let's see, what are some other ones that I've done? I got back into trampoline. I haven't done that in well over a decade. That was a lot of fun. So I have some trampoline clips coming out. And now the whole tickle thing. I also am coming up with some new characters, so I have some new storylines coming in. I have a series that I would like to do, and I'm kind of keeping it all under wraps, but I have a character, a storyline, and I just need time.
Okay. Now, where are some places people could find you?
I am everywhere. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, FetLife, Twitter, DeviantArt.
Do you draw on DVR or is this your pictures?
It's just my pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't drawn in years, so.
Okay, I'll follow your DVR.
Oh, cool.
Put the links in the tag.
Oh, yeah, I would love that.
All right. Well, it's nice speaking to you.
Yeah, this was great.
Hope
Thank you
to
so much for having me.
See you again.
Absolutely.